Welcome to our video series on Implications of Brexit for EU Migrants. The audio for this presentation is taken from an event held in London on the 10th of May 2016. The research presented here is from the project Who Are EU Migrants and is presented by Professor Jane Falkingham of the Centre for Population Change at the University of Southampton.
One of the key demographic characteristics that we're looking at in our study is actually binational partnerships. And we'll see in a moment that actually many of the EU nationals living in the UK are actually partnered with UK nationals. So there will be real issues around the eligibility of non-UK partners to stay in the UK if they're not married or in legal unions. There's also the eligibility of whether they'll be able to continue to work in the UK. And then there is actually the issue of the citizenship of the children. The latest estimates are now 3 million EU nationals living in the UK, but at the census it was 2.5 million people. And where are they from? Well, we can pull out data on the three major countries of birth. And you can see from this chart that actually around a quarter were born in Poland, and a further 22% were born in the countries of what we call the new EU, or the EU8, the accession countries, which joined the EU post-2001. 16% were born in Ireland, and I think this is something we forget in this debate, that actually Ireland is not part of the UK, Ireland is part of the EU, so these are EU migrants, they're flagging up. 11% from Germany, and 27% were born in other countries of what we call the old EU, who joined the European Union before 2001. I think it's important to note that the age structure of EU migrants is quite different to the age structure of the born in the UK population. I've also included born in the rest of the world, just for comparison as well. And you can see that the 2/3 of EU migrants living in the UK are between age 20 and 60. So generally a younger population, but concentrated in the working ages. Nearly 2/3 of EU-born adults were employed, compared to 58% of those born in the UK and 54% born in the rest of the world. So again, more likely to be in employment than the UK born in the rest of the world. So in the UK, UK born, 24% have no qualifications, compared to EU born, 18% no qualifications. 31% have a degree, compared to 27% of the UK born. Well, degree or higher professional qualifications, I should say. So that includes nurses and other professional groups. 41% of EU-born nationals were married. If we're looking at those born in the EU, a third are in partnerships with UK-born partners. And then just under 60% are in a partnership with someone else from the EU, and 9% roughly for someone born in the rest of the world. And we can see that amongst those in UK-EU partnerships, around a third have at least one dependent child. And amongst the EU partnerships, it's around 44%. From our analysis, it looks like those born EU migrants are more likely to be young, in employment, skilled with qualifications, and also highly integrated into the UK in terms of their family relationships, their social relationships. So when we're thinking about the outcome of the referendum, we need to think not just of the implications on the labour market, but also the implications on family and social relationships, and in particular the status of partners and children in binational partnerships.
We hope you found this presentation informative. If you would like to read more about our work, please visit our website www.cpc.ac.uk.